Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Deepika. So today I'm going to be doing a review on the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation and also the L'Oreal Infallible paints over here. Now I just got one color over here because I wanted to just test it and see. I am going to be doing a demo too and then showing how it's performing on my skin. So if you want to know how it performs, just keep on watching. So first I'm going to be talking about the claims that this foundation does. So it says that it has a very natural finish and it can wear up to 24 hours. I don't know who wears their foundation for 24 hours unless they're calling for a breakout, but yeah, let's see that. And then the coverage, it says it's a high coverage and the texture is very air light. Now before I actually get on to the demo, I just want to let you know that I'm going to be doing half of my face with a buffing brush and half of my face with a beauty blender, and I just have moisturizer and primer on my face, and I just did my eye look because I anyway do my eye makeup before the foundation. So this also says that it covers your face, neck, arms, and also I read somewhere that it does cover tattoo. Now you already know that I love the L'Oreal Pro Matte and the Infallible foundations. I just love these two foundations. And also I am in the color 309 caramel beige. I am caramel beige in all the lines, and that's something that I'm consistent with. So I am 108 in the Pro Matte and 209 in the Pro Glow. So I think you should go by the name and not by the number. So yeah, that's something that you should keep in mind. So I am going to be showing you the consistency of this foundation. So this is how it is. Can you see the foundation consistency? It's a very moussey texture over there. And sorry, don't mind my skin because I did burn my hand last night and it's burning like crazy. I think it gives a very good coverage. That's something that I would say. I wouldn't say it's high coverage. Yeah, it's a medium coverage. And I'm okay with that because I am a person who prefers medium coverage. I like really sheer coverage, and I think it converts to a powder finish. It's like a moussey to a powder finish. So right off the bat, I really liked the foundation. I liked how it went onto my skin. It didn't sit on my dry patches as such. And also the texture is really nice. Actually, it is, like the Pro Glow foundation, when you touch it, it's a little bit tacky. But this one is actually, it like set into my skin. Okay, so now I'm just going to go finish off my entire face and come back and apply the lip paint, and then I'll give you a review about the lip paint, okay? Okay, so I am back after doing my entire face. I did lock my foundation with a setting spray. So now I'm going to go and apply this L'Oreal Infallible Lip Paint. Now this is in the color 324. I don't know why it looks orange, but it is a red color. And let me show you how the consistency is. So it's like, again, a moussey consistency, if you can see. Okay, let me put it on my hand and show it to you. So it went on pretty well on my lips. It was a little bit patchy, but then when I went in again the second time, it was pretty fine. They have a lot of collections, and as I'm on the website, I think I see about 14 shades in this, and I picked up the shade in DIY Red. So the smell of this is really good. Actually, it's a little bit flowery. It's nothing overpowering, so I think that's normal. And if you apply on your lips, I never felt anything when I applied it on my lips. Smell was not too overwhelming. So one thing that I wanted to let you know about this lip paint is that it does have a glossy finish and it doesn't dry matte. And I think it does transfer. If you see, it does transfer over here, so it's not going to dry matte, but let's see. I mean, it doesn't claim to last throughout the day. So one thing that I wanted to let you know is they also do have like a corrector palette and a concealer palette, but I didn't want to go for the corrector palette because I don't think I'm going to be using that, and because I already have one, and I didn't go for the concealer one because the shades were way too light for me to either use it as a concealer, and there was just one dark shade and I don't think I would use that as a bronzer, so that's why I didn't go for that. So now the time is 2:50. So yeah, let me see how it stays up and then I'll check back again with you in a couple hours. So it's 6:51 now, and now that I see my foundation, I can see that I'm mainly oily around my nose area. Actually, the forehead seems to be fine. I'm not oily around the upper lip area, but the foundation has worn out a little bit. The chin seems to be fine. The rest of the face is fine. It is not caked up anywhere. But this area, if you see, this is where I can see that it is caked up a little bit, and that's pretty normal. And also the lip update, I see that, as I said, it is still transferring. It does transfer. I didn't eat anything, but I just drank water, so that's about it. It is transferring, and it seems to bleed around a little bit on the upper lips, and the color has of course worn off a little bit because it is not matte, it is glossy finish. So all I'm going to do is just powder my foundation and then come back in a couple of hours. And see, the shininess is out. Okay guys, so now the time is 9:24, and I see that, you know, the foundation around my nose areas, again, it's worn off. It's not shiny as much as it was previously, but it has worn off a little bit, especially around the mouth area. It is caked up a little bit underneath the chin area over here, and that's pretty normal actually. Usually around the 8-hour mark is where I start losing you know, the foundation around my nose and the chin area. Otherwise, the rest of the face is pretty okay actually. And surprisingly, my forehead area isn't shiny, so that's one good thing. And yeah, I think it lasted it's 9 o'clock now, so almost about 7 hours it's lasted. Now when I went back and powdered my nose, it stayed pretty well. But on the other hand, my lips completely has worn off. There's just some left on the lip line. All in all, if I have to say, this is a good foundation, and I think I got it for about $11, so I think it's pretty worth it. On the other hand, this lipstick, it didn't last at all, and if I had to buy another one, I probably wouldn't buy. I prefer lipsticks that are long wearing, and I don't like to, you know, keep reapplying my lipstick. So yeah, that's for that, and the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. So if you like such first impression videos, don't forget to hit that like button guys, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I see that people are liking my videos, but you know, they don't subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate if you could do that. So there are two, you can either, you know, subscribe on the left side over there. There's a small subscribe button if you click, or underneath this video you will see like a small subscribe button. Please click that. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much guys. Until next time, bye bye.